Have you ever been handed a lesson plan and thought, how am I supposed to support all these students at the same time? Do you worry about helping struggling students while making sure more capable students don't get bored? Or maybe you've been asked to differentiate, but no one has actually explained what that means in practice. If any of that sounds familiar, you are not alone. In today's video, we're tackling how teaching assistants can effectively differentiate activities so that all students can engage, learn and succeed. Hello there, fabulous TAs. I'm Lauren Reesner and I was a TA one-to-one and HLTA for 20 years. I even did 6 weeks of teacher training, but I absolutely hated it. And now I create videos that answer all your TA questions. So if you want to learn more about being a TA, grow in confidence, cope with interviews and all manner of other TA related stuff, start right now by subscribing to my channel. So, what is differentiation and why does it matter? Differentiation is simply adapting the way we support students so that everyone, regardless of ability, background, or confidence level, can access, learning in a way that works for them. In most classrooms, there will be students who grasp new concepts quickly and need more challenge, students who struggle and need extra support, and students with special educational needs or English as an additional language who need additional scaffolding. As a TA, your role in differentiation is crucial. You're the extra pair of eyes and ears that helps make learning accessible for all students. And the good news, you don't need to rewrite the lesson plan. You just need the right strategies. So let's break it down with 5 real-life classroom scenarios where TAs can make a difference with differentiation. Differentiation scenario 1, supporting a student who struggles with reading in a whole class lesson. The challenge. The teacher is leading a shared reading session, but one student is struggling to keep up and is losing confidence. TA differentiation strategies. Whisper support. Sit next to the student and quietly guide them through tricky words. Pre-read key sections. Before the lesson, give them a chance to read parts of the text with you so they feel prepared. Use a reading ruler. Some students benefit from a ruler or overlay to help them focus on the words. Why this works? By building confidence and reducing overwhelm, the student is more likely to stay engaged and participate. And, it doesn't actually take an awful lot. It's just you being there with a little bit of extra support that will make such a big difference to the way the student engages with a lesson. And that will have a knock-on effect and help the student next time they're doing something similar. Differentiation scenario 2, extending learning for a student of high ability. The challenge. A student finishes their work quickly and starts fidgeting, distracting others and looking bored. TA differentiation strategies. You could encourage deeper thinking. So you could ask open-ended questions like, can you explain this in a different way? Or what do you think would happen if? You could introduce a challenge task, keep a bank of extension activities such as what if scenarios or real life applications of the topic. And you could encourage peer mentoring. Ask them to help another student explain a tricky concept. And this works because it prevents disengagement and frustration by ensuring high ability students remain challenged and involved. Differentiation scenario 3, helping a student with special educational needs and disabilities, SEND, stay engaged in a writing task. The challenge. A student with dyslexia or fine motor difficulties struggles with long writing tasks and starts avoiding work. And here are some TA differentiation strategies. Allow alternative recording methods. Let them use a tablet, dictate their ideas, or draw diagrams instead of writing full sentences. Provide sentence starters. Give structured prompts to reduce the stress of getting started. Chunk the task. Break writing into small, manageable steps with visual checklists. And this works because it reduces cognitive overload, making tasks more achievable and less stressful. And to be honest, if you can just get a student started, that often helps. When a task seems enormous, that's when procrastination comes in. So if you can get them started with a sentence starter or chunking the task down, and of course, if they've got real trouble writing, get them to record it in a different way. I don't know why we're so sort of set on all children writing in this age of technology. Differentiation scenario 4, supporting a group with mixed abilities in a practical activity. The challenge. A small group is working on a hands-on maths or science activity, but students are at very different ability levels. And here are some TA differentiation strategies. Assign clear roles. Give students specific jobs based on their strengths. So, for instance, one could measure, another record data, another explains results. You could provide step-by-step guides, have different levels of scaffolding so students can follow along independently. And you could use guided questioning. You could ask different students different levels of questions so everyone is engaged. And this works because it encourages teamwork while allowing each student to work at their own level. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we, with a group of mixed ability students that are supposed to be working in a group, and it just ends up in an argument. And it's, the ones that can't access their learning will create difficulties to distract. And then that frustrates the more higher ability student because they can't get on with it. And really, that is often down to a lack of differentiation. So, if you can differentiate for those students, you'll get a much more cohesive group all working as a team. Differentiation scenario 5, supporting a student with English as an additional language, EAL, in a discussion-based activity. And the challenge, a student learning English as an additional language struggles to participate in class discussions. And here are some TA differentiation strategies. Pre-teach key vocabulary. Go through tricky words beforehand so they feel more confident. Use visuals and gestures, picture cues, acting out words, and pointing help comprehension. Pair them with a buddy. Encourage peer support so they feel more included. I mean, if there's another student that speaks their language, all the better. Also, use technology. There's some great translation apps now that you can use. They will help. And all of that helps a student with EAL feel included, and it reduces the language barrier and helps the student feel more confident contributing to the lesson. And I can't imagine what that is like, not being able to speak, being in an environment where everyone else speaks a different language. That would just make me shut down. So I do think kids with that have English as an additional language and don't know English very well really do fantastically well to even be in the classroom. So you play a key part in helping them with that. So differentiation isn't about creating entirely new lessons. It's about adapting how you support students. As a TA, you can provide scaffolding for struggling students, offer challenges to higher ability students, adjust activities for students with special educational needs and disabilities, and support group work so everyone plays a part, and you can help students with English as an additional language feel included in discussions. And research shows that effective differentiation can boost student confidence as much as improving their academic performance. And that's the thing. If you boost their confidence, I think the academic performance, the confidence and the academic performance go hand in hand. Once they feel confident, then they're ready to learn, they'll try different things, and they'll start making progress. So I hope this video has helped you feel more confident about your ability to ensure children can successfully access their learning. There is a free PDF that accompanies this video and it contains everything in it. If you want it, just put free PDF please in the comment section below. And if you'd like to know more about differentiation, watch the video that's just popped up on your screen now.